What is happening?
Bam! Oh, there he is. The mouth of the South. The mouth of the South. We are here. We are rocking. We are rolling. We up in this thing. It is Monday. It is Monday. It is Monday. It is Monday. So you know what time it is? Nope, not football. I mean, it is football season, but it ain't football time. Because ain't no Monday night football. It's Monday night real conversation, as it has been for the last umpteen years. So, in the words of the old country boy, along with the little diva, all get ready, get ready, get ready. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Welcome, little diva.
Hello.
What is going on? What is good with it? What is happening today? This wonderful, beautiful, amazing Monday.
Oh, I was off. So my at my job now, my new career, I have to work on Saturdays, every other Saturday. But the good thing is when I work on a Saturday, I get a day and a week off. So that's kind of cool. I haven't had like a day and a week off regularly in a million years. But yeah, so I was off today. The only thing about working about my new career is I work 8:30 to 6. So everybody closes at 6. So you can't get nothing done. You barely can stop and get something to eat. So on a Monday, like man, you got to get everything done in that one day. So because even on so I work every other Saturday, so I worked this past Saturday, but next Saturday I'm doing something for my birthday, and so I wait a minute, not next Saturday, the 22nd. So I asked my co-worker if he'd switch. So I'm working this Saturday and next Saturday. Then he's gonna work the next 2 Saturdays.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I've done it for him a time or two, so it's fair.
Man. Yeah. Hey, it's nice. It's nice when you can switch to somebody and work that thing out. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
It is definitely cool. It's definitely cool to have somebody to do that with.
If somebody wants to switch and work, if somebody wants to switch and work for me, hey,
you'll go for it, huh?
I go for it. If y'all want to switch, anybody out there, y'all want to switch, man, let me know. I'm all in. I'm all in. All in it. I ain't finna be mad at you at all. I will switch with you, man. So, how was your weekend? How was
You gonna start off with your prayer?
I will start off with my prayer because it is very, 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 very special prayer tonight. All prayers are special, but this one, because this is the beginning of something. This is the beginning of a new school year for our little ones. Our little ones, our big ones. I think they grown ones. Man, this is another year that they're getting ready to go back. So tonight I want to add all of them and the administrations and all the school workers and the bus drivers and the cafeteria workers and all of the people, the parents, the caretakers, the guardians, the grandparents. This prayer is for each and every one of those who are watching over, protecting, and guiding our children. So, dear Heavenly Father, thank you. Thank you once more again. We come tonight saying thank you. Thank you for your grace. Thank you for your mercy. Father God, right now at this moment, I want to extend up to you prayer for our children who are getting ready to return back. Some have already returned back to school. Father God, I ask that you continue to watch over them. I send prayers out not only for our children, but for the administrators, for the teachers, for the cafeteria workers, for the bus drivers, for anyone who has anything to do with our children. Father God, I pray for each and every one. I know that these are difficult times and so many are going through so many things. Father God, I bring them to you. Guide them through this year. Guide them through this year. Father God, protect them. Protect them. Some of them are going for the first time. Some of them are going for the last time. Father God, but each and every one of them from kindergarten to college and every place in between. Father God, pray for our children. I pray for their parents. I pray for the guardians. I pray for the grandparents, the caretakers, each and every one of them. Give them strength. Give them strength. Give them strength. Give them strength. especially our teachers, Lord. Sometimes there are some things that are placed upon them that are so hard and so rough that they must go through. And I ask for their strength. A lot of them took on this responsibility for the love of our children. Father God, don't allow this world to distort that. Father God, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you for each and every one underneath the sound of my voice. Not only do I pray for our children, but I pray for our communities. I pray for our homes, our communities, our cities, our state. And Father God, I pray for this country. Father God, I thank you. I thank you. And I ask these prayers in your son, Jesus' name. Amen, amen, amen.
Hey.
Oh, there it is. And we back. What's going on, Ladiva?
Hey. Oh, wait. I'm sorry.
I don't know what she's doing over there. But look here, y'all. We're back.
So I'm multitasking. So my daughter's 1 year anniversary was in June, and I missed it. So someone mentioned to me that we haven't seen her in the Jasmine's videos lately. So I went in and was looking at them, and I said, you know what? Her anniversary was 2 months ago. What? Yeah, never too late, right? So I've been posting. So I was typing something to the one that I'm gonna post. Actually, my favorite one is the one where she talks about not telling people not to move to Houston. And she played this music saying, because people come on and be like, are you really from Houston? And she'd be like, I'm born and raised in Houston, ma'am, sir.
Yeah.
Anyway, my favorite one. That's the one I posted tonight. But yes, how's it going? Everybody is back in school. This is my first year in over 30 years. Not having the first day of school. And I didn't miss it.
Wow.
That's a thing. Like, I didn't miss it. I missed it in general, not first day of school, because that's all. First day of school, no one knew this, but it made me very nervous. I was always full of high anxiety, because you just didn't know what was going to happen. In my last position there in the dyad area, you really never knew what was happening because they didn't do anything but monitor and stress you out, because they was always monitoring you, telling you somebody was coming to look and see what you was doing. That was just very stressful. So don't miss that at all. I miss the children.
Right.
I miss the students. I miss some of the other people who I know that education meant something to them. They weren't just going to work.
Right.
I miss my money a little bit too, but it's okay. Money ain't everything. But I, in this new position that I have, I tend to tell, it's part of my sales pitch, also part of when they see me going the wrong way, or they find I'm going the wrong way looking for an apartment. That's how I started on. Yeah, this is my new career. I started a career advertising education, 30 years. That strikes up interest in conversation. And they said, well, what happened? Well, they said, good for you. And then I said, yeah, cool. I really like it. I love being able to talk to people all day. And then they say, well, why'd you leave? Something like that. So early. I said, well, education is full of politics. Is it bureaucracy? It's just not about the kids anymore. I was just listening to the radio. I was listening to the news, and a lot of people were happy because they got those vouchers to go to different private schools, whatever. Right. And this one, they were happy because his daughter is dyslexic, so she'll be able to go to this special school, use her voucher, and without the voucher, they wouldn't be able to afford it. But I also think about, I love that. I want everybody that needs resources to get the resources they need. But on the other hand, like my little nephew, there are resources that he needs that could help him. But even with that voucher, we wouldn't be able to afford it. You know what I mean? Right. And so it does make me sad for not just my nephew, but for other, because at least my nephew he has us. He has, we can do things for him. But what about those people who can't even afford these special schools if they had the voucher?
Right.
The voucher is not meant for people who come from underserved areas. Just start there. It was meant for your governor's friends, rich friends and people. Anyway, let me get off that soapbox. That ain't what we're here to talk about. But that's as far as I'm concerned, though, I do miss education, country boy, like crazy. but I miss the old education. I miss the old the way of things when we cared about the kids, when people didn't have to go in classrooms and teach from this script that the NES system is making teachers do. And I can tell you now that I'm thinking about it, now that I can talk about it out loud. We always talk about recycling paper and stuff like that, and not wasting paper, not wasting tree. You know, do you know how much paper the machines are broken half the time? The copy machines, they got to give service because they make them print stuff to give to the students. Like there's so much freaking paper. But anyway, I want teachers to be friends that I know. I have a friend who's a history teacher, social studies teacher, and social studies was my favorite subject. Social studies, government, history, because they got to talk and tell these stories about the past, places they've been. Now things are such in a box. Sometimes it's hard for them to get that real nitty gritty in. Or when it comes to Black History Month, now we got people saying we don't. That's what do you call it? Discrimination. They try to take that, all. So I miss the old education system. Not magic, because the NES means the new education system. I miss the old education, the OES is what I miss. So, but anyway, so no, I do miss school, but I will tell you, I did not miss the first day of school at all. At all. Most stressful day, I think, for everybody.
Right. Right.
Education. And this time, back in the day, it was like the exciting day. You're getting to start school fresh, talk to students, and get students on their way to build their foundation. Now it's just, yeah. I didn't mean to ramble, y'all, but I just, when I started thinking, I just heard that guy on the thing talking, and I was thinking earlier about my nephew and some of the resources that he needs. That's how that would help him if he could go to, someone would give him some help to do something, But go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Well, as far as my weekend is concerned, I had a great weekend. Saturday, I worked 10 to 5, and I actually enjoyed working on Saturday because I was 10 to 5, but I went at 9. I think I just found out the other day on Saturday we ain't supposed to be there to 9. Nobody told me we ain't supposed to be there to 10. So I'm going at 9 and 8:30 on Saturdays, but I know now. But I'm as excited as I was about helping people know where to go to college and start their new life into education. I exchanged that for feeling good about seeing people like this one couple. The girlfriend is moving from Virginia, I think, and he was here. So they're starting their life together, their life journey together. That was like, and they're so excited and so in love, and it's just cute. So that it was so awkward because I hugged him in. I wasn't trying to hug, but I was just excited about helping get that journey started for him. But yeah. So the weekend was good. Friday. Did this on Friday? Oh, this Friday kind of kicked off my birthday. I want to give a shout out to Miss Precious. I can't think of Precious' last name right now, but she's a darling in the dance community. She reminds me of myself when I was in the dance community doing, popping. She gives a lot of events. They're very popular. People come out in droves. But she sent me an inbox about a month ago and asked me would I like to join them they do a birthday celebration every first Friday, and she asked me to join them. And Country Boy, I was so excited, and so of course, I didn't have a lot of people to come, but it was just exciting. My friend Vanessa came, and my friend Charlotte came, and it was camouflage, like a box of camouflage. All had camouflage, but it was really a nice feeling because I've told you most of the stories of the what happened with me in the dance community. So right. A lot of people don't invite me to join in or put me on their flyers because their thought is, oh, if we have her, nobody's gonna come, or they just don't want me. She did not care about that because I was like, are you sure? She didn't care. And then we got there. She said, are you having a good time? Do you feel good? Are you comfortable? I said, yeah, I feel great. And I just told her, I hope I didn't stop someone else from coming because she said, girl, whatever. That felt good. You know what I mean?
Right.
More people need to be that way. Like, this girl ain't did anything to me. She did, or this guy haven't did anything to me. So anyway, it was a nice event. They had us. She made us feel very special. She walked us out into the middle. Now I don't like whistles, but people when they do the blow the whistle song, we had to blow the whistles. I was like, oh, I want to blow the whistle, but I did it. I joined in on the fun, so it was cool. And then of course I worked Saturday. I went to see my girl Nisha Saturday night at Congregate. She was good. The crowd wasn't as participatory as normal. So it's hard for a singer, musician, entertainer to feed off when you're giving them nothing. But she was good. I did the Harlem Shuffle by myself. I thought if I got up, somebody was gonna get up, child. They ain't move. So, so that was awkward. It would have been awkward for me to stop. So I kept going. And then of course Sunday I went to yesterday I went to the Red Door, which by the way, everybody, that's going to celebrate my birthday on the 23rd of August. The Sunday, door open at 2. The show starts at 4, 4:30, 5 o'clock. The band that plays there, they play at a church first. So they are usually a little later. But it was so amazing. So my girl Chanel, who I'm so excited that she's back on the stage again after many years, doing her thing. And then her and Eric play off each other so well.
Wow.
And I'm just excited to see her back on stage, being excited. But they had some guest singers yesterday.
Okay.
But apparently he is the son of a popular preacher. I can't remember the name of the preacher, but he got married this weekend. Here for that. So he sang the son sang, and he was amazing. Y'all go back into my videos from like yesterday, and even today, you'll see who the person is. You may recognize him. Then we also had he was with a young lady, and she got up and said, "Oh, she just brought the house down." And there was another gentleman, I don't know none of these people's names, another gentleman that sang. But the top of the night, the afternoon for me was, incredible. Why your hat over your eyes?
My hat, well, it's my eyes right here.
Oh, I don't see them but your hat. Anyway, that's not like I'm talking to one of the children in school. Put that hat up so we can see your eyes. I can't see what you're thinking. So it was a young white guy, really nice looking guy. And me and my friend Chanel was out there teasing each other about, we're gonna get us a white man, blah 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 blah. We done with these folks that these ones, and then we talk about like, look at Serena and Eve. These men love them to death, and they ain't ashamed to love them. So it was a white man out there with it. So we know we singing, so Eric said, I got a special guest that's gonna sing. Guess who it was? It was the white boy, Tony. Tony sang the hell out of what's the song everybody like? Whiskey.
Oh. Tennessee Whiskey.
He didn't just sing, he didn't just sing, he did that. Oh man, he sang it. Y'all gotta go to my videos. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna post this, I did some live, but I also videoed some. I'm gonna post those tomorrow. But man, Country Boy, it was a day of just happy singing. And it was just a nice day, and everybody was getting along. Everybody was happy. It was just peace. And the owners, it's a husband and wife team,
right?
And they're just nice and down to earth and just cool people. And I love to patronize,
right,
an establishment like that. That's all they want, is they want people to come in, have some down home fun. It's free admission. You can buy food, buy drinks. And they ain't trying to charge you $165,000 to get a couple of drinks and food.
Right.
I'll get off that, but I did. I'll say out of the entire weekend, yesterday was the highlight of my weekend.
Nice. It's always good to get out and enjoy, and going and having good environment, good people, good food. That's always a good thing.
And free parking. Shit.
And free
Not
parking.
Chris, y'all, but that don't happen too often in the area where I was. Their event, their venue is right next door to TSU,
Okay.
and it's straight up parking in that area. They got a
Yes.
parking lot, and it's free. Free.
Wow. Wow. Hey, there it is.
So how was your week? I know you did some really cool things with back to school, which we got to make sure we get enough time to discuss some of that too. But let's talk about your experience at back to school event.
No, it was. I had an excellent time. I did 2 events. I went to 2 events. One of them I got there late. I was at TSU Saturday morning for the uh, backpack giveaway. They had backpacks. They had haircuts. They were doing hair. There was a lady back there doing braids. They were cutting hair. They also had a job fair. They were helping people with resumes, face painting for the kids. They had a lot of stuff. They were wonderful. I got to meet some wonderful people. Got to see just as Old Country Boy does. I sit back in the cut. If y'all ever see any of my videos, a lot of my videos, they catch people off guard because I want to catch people in the natural, how they really are, not posing for the video, not posing for a picture. I like to catch people in the natural because that's who they are. Then you see them genuinely. So I got to see some wonderful people and giving back. Then I got to go out to Tanya and T Dash had an event, a basketball tournament, celebrity basketball tournament. And that one was Sunnyside. Another wonderful. I got there late, but when I tell you, both places were packed.
Oh wow!
So the kids were there. I sent out a lot of flyers. I know that your organization also had like a backpack giveaway, and there were some other organizations that had it. And I tried to send out as many.
Had a back. Oh.
I tried to send out as many of those flyers as I saw, or when people would send them to me. And the reason I did that is because a lot of times these kids, parents, sometimes they get in a thing where they don't want to, accept the help or whatever, and don't be so proud when these things are offered and people are, and the heart of the people who are doing it. I had this conversation with a lady yesterday about that. We don't give these people enough thank you because they don't have to do any of this stuff. I don't care. Some people may say, well, they get it. I don't care where they get it from. They could have not got it. They could have just said, I don't want to do it. But they did. So I'm grateful for those that gave back, those that were there to help others. That's what it's really about. That's what it's really about. I will say this just on my behalf, me and my worthless 2 cents, is if any of you organizations still have some of them backpacks, some of them school supplies left, remember, there's going to be a mid-year thing, okay? It's going to be around, February, March. Them backpacks will still be needed again. So, don't just think of when they go back to school. It doesn't don't just stop there. I'm not saying telling you what to do. I'm just saying, but the need just does not stop at the beginning of the school year. That's not when the need stops for any of the stuff, for the school supplies. I don't know much about the teachers, but some of these teachers have to get these things themselves. The need does not stop at the beginning of school. So let's just keep that in mind. So, but for me, that's what my weekend was like. It was being able to be blessed to go out and to support these people who are supporting others, to applaud them for the work that they're doing, and to say thank you, Houston. You what they say? You showed up and you showed out. To all of you, each and every one, even if I didn't make it to your event, even if I didn't post your flyer, if I didn't know about it, If you were doing something, you showed up, you showed out, you gave back. So your favorite country boy, tips my hat to you. That's it. That's all.
Awesome. I do same thing. I appreciate those, but I have a but. I have a but. I think this in so many different things that how much more we could do if we would collaborate. How much more we could give away. An incident happened this weekend that uh, I've been a part of several giveaways and different things. And I've seen to where one particular organization, I mean, years ago, they would give, let's say, a backpack, not even a backpack, like these brown paper bags, and they were trying to do something great, wonderful, and they gave one pencil, one pen. I get it. That's what you can do, right? That's still giveaway, like you said. Be happy you got something. I don't always agree with that to a certain extent because we don't know where people come from when they're coming to get those things, right? So I feel like if that's what you can give, that's great. Why not collaborate with another organization? You know what I mean? Because then you can do more. Instead of every single person trying to do their own backpack giveaway, they own that. There's nothing wrong with joining in and collaborating with others so that you can give more to a kid, right? I'm gonna tell you about somebody that I know for a fact wants to give it, and that is I will say Barney. I didn't participate this year, but I have participated in her back to school event, and I've heard it wasn't that I've heard something I know because I was there and I heard her. She wants the backpacks full. She wants them full they don't even zip. She wants them full to give people a reason to come out and get that stuff. Yes, you should be thankful. You should be grateful. La, 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 la. You should. But if you have items to give as much as you can. There should not be anything left for you to take home to your house. You know, because you're there for the community, for the kids, for the parents that drove a mile or 20 miles. You're going to give them something. So I'm not saying anything bad about anybody, but I will say this. I saw something yesterday and I responded to it. I've just gotten to the point, I told Country Boy yesterday, I've gotten to the point where, I be very careful about what I say in certain situations or what I would comment to. Because I don't want people to be mad at me. I didn't want to lose their support. Blah, blah, blah. But I have learned that it don't matter how nice I am. It doesn't matter how much I hold my tongue. It doesn't matter. None of that matters because people don't really care. They ain't supporting you anyway. Right. And that's just how I feel now. You can't change it. This is me. And I'm not going to choose every battle to fight, but I will comment if I think someone is dogging somebody out that they shouldn't. So in saying that, I saw something yesterday. I've seen a few things this weekend that I responded to. But this particular one, and this has nothing to do with Country Boy, because I think he got his eyes covered. I can't stand it. But that's nah, I guess you got your head down. Maybe that's why. But this is all me. Country Boy, it's not his mind. But we can let me just tell you the story. So somebody in our community that does great things in the community, she gets a lot of donations, right? And she gives to the community, and I think that is fabulous. I think it's great. It's such a positive thing. Well, someone responded to her that went to her event, and she had the other day and said, they didn't respond to her. They made a comment and said, do not go to this event if you live far away. Because all I got was a pack of baby wipes, excuse me, and a pack of Pampers with 20 in them. To the blind eye, or just the person just looking at it like that without thinking it through, they would see that it's negative. The person was not grateful, all of the above. But if you are someone who works in the community, you work with people, and you have a kind heart, and you think before you attack. In my mind, the first thing came to my mind was she wasn't being ungrateful. She really was just telling. She said she drove an hour to get there. Gas is $95 a gallon right now. So I feel she was just frustrated that she drove an hour. She probably, if I ain't never seen nobody not have to stand in the line to get a donation, get something free. Stand in the line and she got a pack of baby wipes and 20 papers. Again, that is great that she got that. She received that. But I can listen to what she sent there and say, okay, she drove a very long way. She drove, it took her more money and gas to come to get that than that was worth, right? So all she was doing in my mind was saying, if you don't live in that area, this isn't for you. Because I went and all I got was this and that. I don't think no tea, no shade was done. But what I do feel is that no, it was the person that posted it posted her name. And this is a community partner, whatever. And I just don't think that that's fair to have put her name there. Because we know there's bullying out here. There's all kind of stuff going. We shouldn't have put her. You can put what she wrote, but let's not put people's name out there like that. So sorry, y'all. I'm choking. The next thing is I thought about after I responded back to that. I don't think she was trying to be ungrateful, blah, blah, blah. I just think she may have been frustrated. She drove a long way. Hell, I'm frustrated when I drive across town and got to look for parking and I'm mad. So there's lots of reasons I be mad, but I have to drive far. So I could see her being frustrated. But then a second day after I sent that comment, I thought again about it. On my side of coming from wanting to help people in the community, knowing people who are in need, working in wraparound services before, just being a person that cares about people, that was a moment that was a red flag for me. It was a moment to say, let me reach out to this young lady because she must need some more help. Let me see if there's anything I could have done for her. For her to post that and say that and put herself out there to say, this is what I got. I would have thought that whole thing through. It would have took that much thinking for me. And I don't, if you work in the community with people that are in need, shouldn't have took no thought for you to say, shoot, let me reach out, let me inbox her and say, hey, are you okay? I do apologize. We have a lot of people that we have to serve, so we weren't able to give as much, but let me know if you need some more help and I can help you. Especially if I have truckloads and storages full of stuff, I'm going to let you know, hey, I got something for you. We just couldn't do all that at that time. It wasn't for that. But let me reach out to you. Let me meet you. Let me bring it to you so I can make sure you and your baby or your family, whatever you have going on, has the resources and the things that you need. Right? Am I feeling like that?
Well, I mean, and I hear both sides. And only two words come to my mind is listening. And I don't know anything about either party. The words that come to my mind is,
the party, one of the parties, because we've talked about her, so you do know the party. But the person. And you don't even have to talk about that person. You can say in general. So go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, and the words that come to my mind is impact over intentions on both sides. Impact over intentions. It could have been positive on both sides. The intention on the person who had the event could have been, their intentions could have been good, but it turned out to be, in this other person's mind, a negative impact. The person who made the post, their intentions could have been good. I need to get this information out, but the impact over all of it was not. And I think that sometimes we have a difficult time looking at when we say or do or whatever it is. It's no matter what our intentions are, the question should lead to be, what kind of impact is this going to make? Is this going to be a positive impact? Because there's only two impacts, either negative or positive. Is this going to take away from or add to? And you're right, there's so many different, I see so many things, not only in that scenario, but in so many scenarios. There's so many different ways of handling things that we take to places we don't have to. both parties that, in my opinion, my thoughts, both parties have some responsibility that they need to accept for themselves. Both. The person feeling a certain kind of way and exposing this person, let me put their name up here. Impact.
I have to interrupt. I have to go ahead and pin you right there. I'm so sorry. Well, the person that hosts these events, if there's somebody that works in the community, when you work in the community, you know better than putting someone's name out there because that's dangerous. So I can't give the impact versus I can't give that ticket, that free pass. I'm sorry.
No, there's no free pass.
Let me finish. You work in the government. You're working with a state representative. You know you can't put somebody's name out there. That's just one. It's just messy. Okay, she didn't put a name. This young lady, and then also, I know you don't believe in this because we've had this discussion before, but just like I think a preacher has a higher standard, most people think that just like someone yesterday, someone that wants to hang out with me. I thought he told me, okay, I'm a preacher, been a minister for 33 years. But when I saw him, how I saw him acting in the place that I was at, I was like, we can be cool, but that's it. Because I think preachers have a certain standard that they need to uphold, especially in public, right? And I'm saying that the same. If someone works in the community, me as a wraparound specialist, you know that you have to deal with certain people in the community that may not have the same coof or the same thoughts as you. That's to expect it, but you need to know how to handle that because that's the position that you're in. You know what I mean? So I can't blame this young lady. I can't give the same responsibility to them. I actually checked this information out before I brought it out. I mean, you actually talked about it last night. I guess you've had time to think about it differently. But I talked to someone today, actually my daughter, who's very, very opinionated, and I didn't know how she was going to take it. And she agreed, that as this person in this position, you're the quote unquote professional, you're the community activist, you're the community person that should have a certain understanding to think differently than that person. That person doesn't work with the community. They're not out giving anything and not dealing with people in the community that may be starving. That young lady could be living in her car. My salary is not the same as it used to when I was working for the school district. So there are certain things I can't. So I get very frustrated if it's something I can't pay or something I can't do. So if I didn't have the training or the whatever, I would probably do that too. But I know what it is. You have training for community service. You have training for wraparound service. That's why I'm saying if this was just some Joe Blow girl person that just decided to throw up and give a backpack, that would be one thing. But if you are someone who works in the community on a regular basis, you should have more higher standards than that person that was upset. And you should have some type of empathy for that person. When you saw it, you just should not have automatically saw it as a negative. It was a cry for help, which we can move this on over to suicide. And I say that because people always say, oh, it wasn't no red flags. I didn't know. La, 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 la. You do. And as a community specialist or community activist, you look for stuff like that. And you would have saw that as a cry for help. Not, oh, she's trying to dog my event out. And you said on this person, maybe they didn't have enough, maybe that's all they had. No, because we didn't see the trucks. We've seen the trucks, we've seen the stores, and we know everything. We know there are things. And again, if you didn't have it that day, cool. But let me call her, let me inbox her and say, hey, honey, I see what you wrote on Facebook. And you would even say, I don't really like that you put it on Facebook. I wouldn't have said it, but let's just say something. I don't like that you put that on Facebook, but is there something else you need that I can help you with? That's even doing a regular sales transaction. If someone does a bad review, you got to deal with that and say, okay, I need to take responsibility because this is my business. Whether I think I was right or not, that customer I did not satisfy. So let me reach out to them, especially if they've asked for you to reach out. Because in these surveys, they ask you something. Hey, how can I make this better? Not, oh, we was both wrong. So we not, I don't, that's not customer service. And it's not community. It's not realistic in the world of wrap around and being the person that's giving out things. And again, for me, it's not about Trina and Country Boy had an event this one time they never had for, so they may have underestimated how many people are going to be there. That's why I started out with the example of the event that I was a part of. They gave one pencil, one pen, and I think maybe an eraser or something, and I don't know, a juice. That is a nice thing to do, but you also got to understand people that may have come a long way to do that, how that would not have helped them at all. And that's all I'm saying. I think she was only telling people, don't go that far. That's all I got. I might be making it a little nicer than what she meant, but at the end of the day, understand her frustration. And I think anyone else who works in the community should have understood her frustration and should never have publicized her name and who she was. Even if you were mad, you could have just said, like we all do, you know what, I had this story that da da da, and this girl did blah blah blah, but nobody knows who that person is. They just know this happened. But for me to physically see and read what the young lady wrote, I knew automatically, because I work in the community, that this ain't what she was saying. And somebody else came on and said, this ain't what she was saying. You should have saw this as an opportunity to jump in and offer more support. Period. We have to agree to disagree on that one, because I just have a heart for people that need it, and I understand the frustration of someone that really, really needs help. And hell, thank you, girl. People wanted me not to drive from Galveston over there to Greens Point to get that, because it would have made me go back home, and I might not even been able to have the gas to get back home. I may not have that only gas I had, because I had to get my baby some pampers and some baby wipes.
And
that's all I'm saying.
And I get it, but I don't get it. I get both. Again, both sides of it. Both.
Yeah, because I think you're being more technical and more teacher, more.
I'm just being real, because I think the problem is.
The last time you even said it, when we talked alone about this,
and
you didn't bring in book terminology. We brought in real life.
And here's
doesn't have it.
I got it, and I get that. But here's some things that listening way out is one. Again, it is about I have to take some responsibility for myself.
What responsibility she has to take? Tell me.
I chose to go that far, not knowing what was going to be given.
So do you?
That is on me. I'm just saying.
No. I don't know if you ever worked at an event before, at one of these community events. Wait, let me finish. You don't. They're not. If you call and say, "Well, what you gonna give out?" They're not gonna tell you that. And
I understand that.
And in the advertisement, if you look at the advertisement, nothing says you're just gonna get a little bit. These you gotta pay attention to the way these people advertise.
And that is
you can't.
That is still a choice. At that point, I choose.
If you're in need, I would tell you.
If I'm in need, I'm not finna drive 50 miles. If I'm in need, I am not finna drive 50 miles.
Well, I just told you today about somebody that I have an issue with, because I think they haven't tried everything they need to try to get some things done for themselves. If you didn't go, being that those people told you, hey, we're giving out all this stuff. If you didn't go, I would say you being sorry as hell, and you should have went and tried to get your baby some stuff.
Period. If it's 50 miles,
it wasn't 50 miles for her. She never said that. We're not talking about.
Well, I'm saying if
on
you
the other
go
side of town, 10 miles, let's just say.
And there are as many that's here. I personally posted 5 different. No. What I'm saying. I personally posted 5 different things in 5 different locations. That means if there was 5 different locations, if you hear, then there are more than one thing going on. I promise you, there was probably something going on. Make
this is not a back to school fair.
What I'm just saying, whatever it is,
so they have a bunch of these going on.
What I'm saying is, we make a choice. again, whatever we do is
Okay,
our
I hear you.
choice.
I hear you.
And I think that's
I'm
what
not.
people get away from.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't feel. I feel if somebody puts out there, we're having a baby shower, we giving away pampers, baby wipes, all this. If you don't go, I'm gonna tell you, as your auntie, you being sorry as hell because you should have went over there and saw what them people had. That's all I'm saying. And but
And
what I'm saying is, the person that advertised it needs to say we have a limited supply, and I know for a fact that that's not what that flyer said. That flyer included like you were gonna get stuff. And when you see the pictures of all the stuff, surely you would think you're getting something more than that. But we're gonna have to really disagree on that one. I do think I will say this to end that conversation is that we need to do a better job at how we advertise things. One.
right.
Two, we also need to, and this is over everything. If you are a community person that works with the community, works with people who are destitute, work with people that don't have money, work with people we need, and we see them say something about the event or what they didn't have or what they didn't get, don't take it as a negative. Take it as an opportunity to give more help, to dig a little deeper. As a researcher, when I went to when I was doing my master's degree, we talked about being a researcher, how when you're have that in your bones, you always want to dig deeper. Even what I'm doing now at the apartment. Sometimes you see, oh, this person is mad about what. Well, let's dig deeper and see what this is about. It's got to be more to this. This person can't be this mad about this. Let me dig deeper to see what I can do. And you find out, okay, I get it. That's why you didn't do X, Y, and Z. This person, I didn't have to dig deeper. I would have dug deeper to say, what else do you need? Especially if I know I have warehouses and truckloads of items that I can help her with. Or I have a little money. I can go and buy her some more Pampers. Or I know all these politicians in the community. Surely, once I call her and say, "Hey, what's going on? Once we invited her, I saw your message. I see something that you didn't get enough of your resource. What else do you need?" And I call all these politicians in the community that be giving away stuff. Hey, y'all, we got a I posted, I shared it. Someone on here today said, hey, there's a lady, don't have this or the other. Does there anybody can help get her haircut? She needs clothes this size, this size, this size. You know, we don't know what it took to get her over there to get it. You know, she may have thought, nah, let me not go because I don't know what they're going to give. But then she said, well, you know what? I made these damn Pampers. Let me go and get my lazy butt up, as somebody would say, me, and go over here and see what these people have. Then I get over there, and that's all I get. Hey, y'all, if you don't live in that area, don't go that far. You might want to find something closer to home. Which this weekend, it was just full of back to school stuff. There was no other baby showers this weekend. That's the only baby shower. So that's that on that for me. That's just how I feel. When I worked at wraparound services, I never stopped. I never ever stopped checking to see what more could I do. People will curse you out, and that's just the name of the game. People will curse you out because there's more to it. Now, do I like anybody curse me out? No, I don't invite people crazy with me. And if I feel that there's a need, I'm gonna check first to see. There's got to be a reason why she acting like this over some damn Pampers, 20 Pampers. She acting right. My next thing that I want to mention for us to chat about is why are we only 1%? Why are we 1%? Wait a minute. Why is Gregory Abbott 1% ahead? Is that something they're gonna vote for Greg?
Okay.
You out there telling people you're gonna vote for Greg Abbott? You ain't telling nobody? They ain't called you for the survey?
Ain't count me.
Yeah. There are people out here apparently telling the survey people that because we are point or percent, whatever, behind Greg Abbott at this late date. Election is November 3rd. What we doing? What I saw a post that said Greg Abbott has been in this position for however many years, a bunch of them, and he ain't did nothing he said he was gonna do, or what he's saying he's gonna do. What is that? If he was gonna do what he's saying he's gonna do, he would have been did it. What we doing, y'all? I mean, I am open for you letting me know why you're voting for Greg Abbott. or why you still favor him, what you think he gonna do. Because keep in mind, somebody told y'all what the man in the White House was gonna do. Told you line for line. Then they wrote a book, a pamphlet, his own side. Wrote a book called Project 2025. Told you exactly what the plan was. And y'all still took y'all's tails down there and voted or didn't vote. That's probably what I need to talk about. That he didn't vote. They didn't vote. We gotta vote, y'all. We gotta vote. That was my other pet peeve, was that I saw that we were still 1% behind. Because even if we were 1% ahead, I still be trying to figure out why we just 1% ahead. Why are we not 50? Why are 50 in there somewhere? Why is it more of a stretch? Who is out? Tell me who out there telling the survey people that you're still going for greater? I need to know. I really want to know. So we can have a calm discussion. Because I don't understand. He didn't screw it. And then ChatGPT wouldn't. Very fair. I must say, I apologize to him today. But I tried to get him to say in my post was, why are we out here still supporting Gregory Adams when he done messed up our school system? ChatGPT said, girl, I can't say that. I can't say nothing like that. Yes, Myra. You got to get out there and register vote. And I tell y'all what. Everybody out here that got these taxis. I see two people that started a business. They got these taxi things where they go take people to the airport. Take that day. That's another thing you can do for your community to give back. Get your little limousines, your little taxi cabs, get all of them in the buses and take people to vote. If they don't have no car, hey, I got you. I got a homeboy, got a truck. I got help people get. I don't know. It's we need to go and vote. Every vote counts. And voter rep matter. Oh, I missed my voter deputy class today. It was today, training today. It was this morning. Anyway, I'll do it next week. Dang it. How did I do that again? Or is it tomorrow? Anyway, we gotta vote, country boy. And we got to tell people. Yeah. So since we're saying that, I'm gonna go ahead and tell people about mention that I have a show when election time comes. I have a little, I don't know if you call it a segment, but it's called Super Tuesday Talk. So I don't know. I don't have the right calendar. I ain't changed my calendar in so long. I think I'm be talking to Letitia Plummer. Let me see what day the child. I forgot what day it is. Geez. Oh, right here. Oh, it's next week. So next Tuesday, I'll have Letitia Plummer, Dr. Letitia Plummer on Super Tuesday Talk. So I'll have different politicians, candidates, all kinds of people coming on Super Tuesday Talk to talk about the election that's coming up, what we need to do, how we can, and what we need to do is go vote. But I'll have her coming, and then I'll have my boy. Never met him, but I look at him all the time. I just love him to death. His name is Daryl or Darrell. Let me make sure I'm saying the right name. He's going to be on September 1st, the first Tuesday of September. His name is Darrell K. Douglas. He does a lot in the community. He does a lot with politics. Actually, recently I saw him out asking, hey, do you know who Gina Hinojosa is? Do you know who Jelana Jones is? Do you know who what's his name? I would say Tarantino. Who the other guy is? I have to get his name, but he's so charismatic and he gets to the point. And I'm so excited that a lot of people say, well, what are your numbers? How many people you got watching? All those things. All he said was, let's do it. That was it. And that, because boy, you know how I felt after them people did me like that with the festival. I responded all them crickets I got. Now, and let me tell y'all, Gina Hinojosa, I came to the town hall meeting. I think you're fabulous and I want you to win. But y'all told me y'all was going to come on my show. And I sent you an invitation. Now, if you can't do it, I get it. But I'm going to need you to say something. Don't leave me on crickets. So you leave me on crickets, that's what I'm going to feel like Gonna
Greg
have
Abbott come.
you to do something for me as a constituent.
Did you invite Greg?
Not going to giving him a platform to spew his stuff, whatever it is that he spews. It's that something me and you always say. This is my show, and I can do what I want to do. That's something me and you say all the time. So now,
I'm just saying.
Will not be invited.
Hey, Gina.
He won't even do the debate. So he ain't
hey, Greg, call you boy.
When you call Country Boy, he talk to anybody. He'll let you come on here and spew all that madness. He ain't spewing it on Cat Katrina. He ain't spewing that madness over here. The hell confuse all the people. People are already confused by all these 60,000 votes that elections that we had to have over the past few months, and that was his fault mainly. But anyway, no, I don't need Greg. I don't need him. But I do need Gina and the host. So if y'all out there, y'all see it, because I know y'all be watching, but y'all just don't let us know y'all watching. Tell his name is Prince. I met Prince there. I met her, but I met Prince. Prince the one said, "Oh yes, we can get her on your show. Send me a thing. Hit my number." So I text Prince. Prince sent me back. Said, "Okay, well here's where I want you to email it to, so we can get it on the calendar." I sent that the same 5 minutes later. Now Prince, I need to hear from you, Prince. I'm gonna need to hear from you. And again, I understand she's too busy to come on show. I get it. But I don't like a lack of response, because as a constituent, if I need to say something, am I gonna go? Is it gonna be cricket? Are you gonna go black on me? You gonna go? Go ahead, Country Boy, with your.
Hey, Greg, you think you can come on? I think some lady, my co-host, she's trying to get some lady named Gina to come on, but she ain't heard back from her. You think you'd be able to? Yeah, I got some openings. Yeah.
You stupid.
All right. Just hey, I'm gonna hit you back. Hey, tell family I said hey. Yeah, I'll call you back later. All right, bye. I'm sorry. What was that?
Whatever you tell. Okay. I ain't even thinking about you, and you definitely can have one on the show, because I definitely will show up. It don't take a minute for me to tap and come in and have a conversation. You don't want him on my show. I would chat GBT some questions. I can't say nothing bad to Chat, because Chat say he can't talk bad about no politician. but let me tell you, y'all, I got to tell you, I'm making you really laugh. Let me tell you the conversation we had today about Greg Abbott. Oh, what happened? Very funny. I forgot. I'm so sorry, like I'm talking to somebody for real. I said to the chat man, as you say, just your assistant. Also, when I apologize, this is what he said back. You do not have to apologize. We can discuss candidates and elections. I understand that you want this post worded more generally and focused. I said, no, not really. I still want to talk bad about him, but I know you can't do it. So no, Greg Abbott is not invited, but I would love for him to come on Country Boys Table Talk, him to have him at the table, because then I can just show up.
He's not. I think he's gonna come to the porch. He likes to listen to.
He can come to the porch, to the backyard, to the patio, to the balcony. I'll show up. He just can't come on mine.
Hey, well, Greg, in time, hit me back. We'll talk after the show, Greg.
Gina, you need to come on and call me, because if he get Greg, come on now. And Prince,
Gina,
where you at, Prince? Prince, I reached out to you. You told me all I had to do was send you something. I don't have a problem with you too busy to come on the show. I don't have an issue, because I still want to win. Hey, make me look at y'all.
You know why? You know why you ain't heard back? You know why you ain't heard back from Prince?
Why?
She was standing in the purple rain.
You know what? I don't have time to play your shenanigans tonight.
Purple rain,
Coming on here talking.
purple
I told you when I
rain,
went to the doctor today, my blood pressure was through the roof. Don't make my blood pressure
purple
go up no more
rain,
my Greg.
purple rain. All I wanted to see you
Oh,
standing in the purple.
okay, let's move on to the next topic. Next hot topic. What else do we have for a hot topic? What else? Oh, we're gonna talk about back to school.
Yeah.
How'd your baby's first day of school go?
Huh?
How'd your baby's first day of school go?
I don't know. She don't go to
I
tomorrow.
want to write you haven't talked to her yet.
She go tomorrow.
Oh, she starts tomorrow. No, I really didn't know. I didn't hear you say that. Okay, so her school starts on Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah.
What did HID started today?
Yep, start tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Oh, so she in Fort Bend.
7:30. Doors open.
Jeez. Do we just go to school
Yeah, 7:30.
Well, what I will say is, I guess I really already talked about education for the day. Do you have anything to mention about education?
Yeah.
I gave my
Education. I have something to mention about education.
Okay.
Education does not start in the school, people. Let me just say this. Just let me say what I'm gonna say. Education does not start in the school.
It does not start at the school. I agree.
It does not start in the school. And if you at home are not supporting what the school is doing, then you are doing an injustice to your children. What does that mean? When them children come home with them backpacks, please look inside of them. I'll say it again. I don't care who get mad at me because it really don't matter whether you do or you don't. Okay? Don't really care. But I'm going to tell you what facts is. When them children come home, now y'all done went out here and then been to 150,222 backpack drives, okay? You got the backpacks for the kids. You got them. Now you're going to dress them up nice and you're going to send them off to school. They're going to go there. You never going to go to a teacher's conference. You never going to open the backpack.
I can't stand you.
Now, when they come home with them backpacks, please see what's inside of them.
Please. It just take a zip. That's it.
Because inside the backpacks is some information. And guess what? Maybe you don't know, but a lot of times the information inside the backpack, because the backpack is your child's, the information inside the backpack pertains to your child.
To your child. Yeah.
Who would imagine that?
And there are things happening at the school, like daily. So you need to check the backpack to know what's happening at school. So 5 months down the line, you don't say, and I know they do this, y'all ain't told me nothing. No, you never told me. Well, check your baby. I bet you what I sent you in September and in December now, I bet it's still in that backpack.
Balled up on the bottom.
On the bottom.
Because the child done put other stuff on top of it. Because the night before, you did not check the backpack.
For 5 months, you ain't checked that. I know people who had an ARD. So, in special education, you have to go to these ARDs so they can determine where the children are, how they're progressing, blah, 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 make decisions. And there are parents who say they did not know about the ARD. But when they send the diagnostician who sends that, they have to, I think it's like 3 ways or 2 ways that they have to reach out before they can move on and make decisions. They don't make the decisions without you if you don't check the backpack.
Check the backpack. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying check the backpack.
Exactly.
And and I will say this because I am here in Fort Bend County and I don't like some of the things because and here's what I don't like. Some of the school districts, some of the stuff, some of the rules. And I was going to be a part of Fort Bend County, the school board, the school district. I was going to be a part of that. Only issue is Country Boy has a job that I work during the daytime. I'm not one of them folks who is at home and who can go to these meetings at 4 p.m., okay, on a Tuesday. I'm at work at 4 o'clock. Now, I personally have an issue with that? Yes, because that eliminates so many parents who could be a part because they can. Because yes, I would love to be a part of the school district and whatever things that you have, but you having these meetings and all this stuff at 4 p.m. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. This mean country boy. My opinion on it. Don't really care if you like it or you don't. Just facts. Them 80, and I'm not knocking them, but I'm just saying, them 80, 70, 90-year-old people who are there making decisions for your children, because why can they do it? Is because they off. They ain't going to work. School districts, understand something. If you want truly, if Fort Bend, HISD, Navajo, I don't care what school district it is. I don't care where you at. If you truly want the parents involved, then you have to make and understand that there are parents that cannot come to these meetings at 4 p.m., at 2 p.m. They would love to be a part. They would love to offer their opinions. They would love to be on some of these different committees. But can you make it where they are able to attend?
Well, let me ask you this though. How often are these meetings? Because can you get off work early if it's just once a month?
If a person is working and they need their 40 hours, who gonna miss 4 hours because I ain't got no vacation, I ain't got no PTO, I'm just working this. They're not going to miss that, even though they would love to, but here you are putting them in the position. Now you're making decisions, say, well, we made the decision to do this.
Yeah. That's funny because when I was on the superintendent's parent thing when my kids were in school, and our meetings were usually at 6:30, 7 o'clock.
And that's when the meetings used to be. That's when they used to be, not in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Not in the middle of the day. Not no 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock. I mean, I get it. 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, you want to have it so these folks, these elderly people can get back to the house because they can't drive at night. I get it. I understand. I ain't knocking it. I'm just saying, if you want the parents involved, and there are parents, and I'm going to say this to the parents, okay? I'm on everybody, okay? I don't care who like it. I'm on everybody.
I'm listening.
Shut up in a minute. Sports is not the only thing going on, okay? Friday night lights are beautiful, but football is not the only thing going on, okay? Y'all show up and y'all show out and you pack the stands, but that's not the only thing going on.
On Friday,
okay? There is more activities in the school than athletics.
You said at the game's on Friday.
There's more going on than athletics. So make the choice to be a part of your child's education. Because I'm going to tell you something, if you ain't a part, you're going to find out that they teaching them some stuff that ain't right. Then later on, you're going like, oh, where you learn this from? Oh, when did you step in and even read what I had in my backpack? You didn't even look in my backpack, mama. You see this book? Daddy?
I agree with you on the backpack part, but on the part that they teaching that you don't that they ain't supposed to be teaching.
But I'm saying, when I say that, I'm just saying.
No, what I'm going to say is because your governor, we got to go vote because he the one got us over here saying what we can and cannot teach.
Okay. Well, and I agree with that. If he's saying what you can't, that's why it is crucial for parents to be involved. Ask your child what they learned in school today. Ask them, do y'all know what y'all's children's teachers' names? Do you? You know, and this goes to a whole bunch of stuff. How involved are we? Do we get involved? Do we have these? All right, and here go the last one, because I just think this. The only time The only time mothers, fathers, whomever it may be, you need to be walking up to a school with a bonnet and a robe on if you going in there because your child and did. See, that my mama would have came to the school with a bonnet and a robe on because she was going to come in there and snatch me out of class right then and beat me down in front of the class and leave me there, and she was going to go back home. I mean, she wouldn't have done it. But I'm just saying, but parents, if you want your child to be respectful, if you want your child to be a certain kind of way, then guess what you should be? The example. You should be the example. You are the example. You are the example for your child. Because I'm telling y'all, whether y'all know it or not, I don't know if it's still true today, but I know it used to be true way back then. When you, let me tell y'all, I was at work. And the little kids and they mamas and their daddies come in there and I hang out with them and I have a great time with them. Well, a few weeks back, this little boy came in there with his grandma. My coworker wanted to kill that little boy when he left. The little boy done unplugged his computer. he done went and kicked on the doors. The man was in the bathroom. The little boy was kicking on the door.
Oh my God.
His grandma scared to tell him no, stop. And he came out and the little boy done unplugged every plug on the man's computer.
Oh no.
And when that little boy left, that man was just fine. He was fine hot. But he said, this is an example. If you see it, that's exactly how that boy behaves at home. His grandma couldn't do nothing. She would be like, oh, don't do that. Let me tell you something. I don't know where we are with discipline. I mean, I don't know if we talk to our children or what we do. But if our children are watching us, understand this behavior that we are displaying unto them. If we are displaying a disrespectful behavior, why are we surprised when our kids get out amongst the teachers or other students that they're displaying this disrespectful behavior?
And I'm sorry, I have to pin something there too. You know, sometimes I was more. Now my kids are that crazy when I was at home. I have some pretty decent children. I had to get on them like they couldn't be when I'm on the phone. Don't call me talking to me when I'm on the phone. But I also appreciated when they went somewhere else and they had great behavior. They didn't have none of that issue, nothing like that. Versus how they were never just bad. Let me just say that. But let's just say I'd rather have. Let me see how can I say what you said. Sometimes how they display themselves somewhere else is not how they act at home, and vice versa. You know what I mean? Just like at the school, like you mentioned, your mom was coming there with a bonnet on, she was coming to get you. Sometimes those kids know better, but they get to school and act out. Just like how they say the preacher's kids, the PKs, they at home acting right. As soon as they get out that door, what they doing? So I don't always want to say that the parents ain't doing what they supposed to. I don't want to put all of that on the parents.
Well, I'm just saying it is a reflection.
I'm seriously saying I'm just kind of the same day we talked about the community thing. For me, I think sometimes we're being too hard on parents because we don't know if that's real. Because some people are just doing the best that they can. They're doing the best they can. One, they don't. But as soon as that school call them, the kid get to acting right. Just like when you say, I'm gonna tell your dad up. You know, so sometimes they know better, but then they're acting out, especially if they're teenagers. They're acting out because their friends hanging out. Now, once twice, I truly get that. So I don't want to just be hard on parents that all parents aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing it, because some of them do take care of their kids and try to tell them the right thing to do, and sometimes they just don't do it. There are parents that come up to that school and be like, I just don't know what else to do. I've tried my best. I just can't do it. Are there some that act crazy? But I think we act crazy and don't do that. But I think we have more who do try and more who do try than that don't. I think the
And
numbers are more for parents who do try, who have their kids on the right track. But we know we can have our kids on the right track and they veer off. How many stories have we? It's a show on our reality show that says not reality. It's a documentary that talks about people who my child is a killer or something like that. My child, good schools, best life, discipline, but it was just something wrong with the kid, and the kid
right,
ended up growing up being a murderer, or stealing. You if you think about it, think about how many stories you hear about rich kids out stealing and shoplifting and stuff when they don't have. And that's the point. Why would you do that when you know you don't have to? I give
right,
you everything, and you don't. But sometimes giving everything, that don't work out either. But I
right.
just want to make sure that we, do the same thing that we do for it being both ways. Sometimes the teachers they're struggling because they can't get the kids to get right, but sometimes the parents at the house struggling too, and they come to the teacher like, "What else can I do?" Which is why we need more male teachers, but to help with that. I just wanted to make sure I plug that in to say, I get what you're saying, but sometimes I even think about students who have they haven't been diagnosed with certain behavioral or neurological, I can't even say the word right now, things to where people, and I'm gonna have someone on my show to talk about that. People don't know the difference in a child acting bad and a child who is having certain things going on because of their you know what I'm talking about,
Yes.
going on. So I definitely hear parents. I think the biggest one was for me that I take away from your pet peeve is not changing backpacks. I think there's no excuse for that. I don't think it's any excuse for you not every day. And then, like Country Boy said, how was your day? You
Mm-hmm.
gotta let them know that you even care about their day. Yeah, how was your day?
Yes.
What did
Yes.
you learn? Like Country Boy said, what did you learn? What you learned today? My nephews, they too young to be talking and know what I'm talking about, but I still ask, like, oh, but I still ask a question. It's to let them, it just that moment, and you can't say that and keep on walking to the other room.
Right.
You got to
Exactly.
stop
You
in your
have to
track and
stop.
say, how are you
Yes.
doing? And be there to listen to if they have something to say. Now, I was
Yes.
telling Dad that, what you do today? And he be looking like, girl, I don't know what you're talking about. But I still sit there and wait for him to say something. So, but yeah, I think so. I definitely feel you on that. And I do believe the same thing you said about learning does not only take place. You are the foundation of your child's education and learning and discipline for the most part.
Yes.
Um, so what they do at school when they come home and you dig in that backpack, you on 9 out of 10 see a folder that show what they did this week, how they acted this week, blah blah blah. What they gonna work on tomorrow. You need to be looking. And you know what really chaps my hide?
What really tells you that?
When there's a calendar in there that tells the things that the kids gonna be doing this for the next few weeks. They're gonna have what is it? Rodeo Day, and we gonna give out Valentine's on this day. You gonna know that you don't want to send your baby to school and he didn't get to participate in the stuff because you didn't read the calendar because you didn't go in the backpack.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, but I'm doing like you. I'm reading some statistics.
So okay. Yeah, so I mean, and you can read all through. I was there, so I do know. 30 years. Well, I won't say 30 years in public school. I was there for child long enough in public school to know that shoot, that was my ministry. Well, it was my ministry. It just wasn't these administrators. I think in order to be a superintendent or administrator, you have to have been in the school inside the classroom. You know how they have what do you call that? What do you call it? Professional development. I think professional development for principals, superintendents, I think they need to go in the classroom for a week
Wow.
or
Yep.
a
Now
month.
that I
They need
agree
to be
with.
in the classroom so they can see the children are not what they were 25,000 years ago. These are different children. And then also to take what you're telling other teachers to do, you take it and you try to apply it and see how that works. I think, yeah. there are so many things that HIZ's NES came up with. It was like, who the hell came up with that? Because that's just dumb. And with NES, they don't have discipline involved in that new education system. They don't have anything for that. All they think about is when the bell, not the bell ring, when the timer is up, that they stop and go to the. They not talking about. They don't have anything in this new education system that talks about discipline. And I know that I'm not just saying that. My former boss, uh, he told me because he was in Dallas back when they did NES there, and he said that was something that he didn't agree with, is that they didn't have a discipline aspect in that system. Like kids come to school like little angels every day, and yeah, my stepdad, that's how he lost his job as a diet consultant, teaching amazing kids the amazing game of golf. And two little boys was in the bathroom fighting, and because he whatever he was supposed to do, because I ain't stopping no kids fight, he's not even certified. Like, where was the teacher that should have been in the room? Point being, they yeah. Let me shut up and get off my soapbox today. I'm gonna have a show won't be on my soapbox though. I was really just trying to ad lib why you brought up these statistics.
Yes.
That people, I'm like Whoopi Goldberg. I don't believe in statistics and that when I was there. But yeah.
Yes, I'm trying to run these statistics.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on just a second, because this is something that I heard.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to make sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I just sent it to you.
Okay. But just tell us. What is this?
Because sometimes there's not enough credit given. Even here, we're talking a lot of times. So I wanted to make sure here for my wonderful people. These are some statistics that Old Country Boy has found. It says active fathers, and it broke them down. These are active fathers: white fathers, black fathers, Hispanics.
Mm-hmm.
Ate meals daily with their children under 5. Black fathers, 78.2%.
Mm-hmm.
White fathers, 73.9%. Hispanic fathers, 63.9%.
That's about right.
Dress their young children daily. Black fathers, 70.4%. White fathers, 60.1%. Hispanic, 45%.
Definitely.
Played with their children daily. Black fathers, 82.2%. White fathers, 82.7%. Hispanic, 74.1%. Here's a good one. Read to their young children daily. Black fathers, 34.9%. White fathers, 30.2%. And Hispanic was, 21.9%. So I'm never bashing, and I'll never give numbers, but I thought this was important for me to say. A lot of times the dads don't get
all the credit.
Their credit. So I applaud you, fathers, for stepping up.
Absolutely.
The numbers, they say something like this: men and women may lie, numbers never do. So there it is right there. It says, so, I commend you, fathers, for the things, for taking the time with your children. Let's just continue to do it. I was talking to some people, some gentlemen who have an opportunity to switch their positions and to take a different position, and 75% of them said they wouldn't do it because they were not willing to sacrifice the time with their children for employment. We're coming to a time now, I think a lot of people are learning this, is that, baby, that job will leave you. It will leave you, it will cut you, it will let you go. And I get it. I'm not telling nobody, but I'm just saying we have to make sure that we are taking care of our future. Our future is our children. We have to make sure that we're pouring into them. We have to make sure that we're spending time with them. As Trina just said a minute ago, ask them how their day was. Not walk as you walking past them and you keep on going and ain't listening to them. Take the time to listen to our children. Take the time to ask them how their day was. Take the time to figure out what's going on in their lives. Never miss an opportunity to let them know that you love them. Never miss an opportunity to let them know that they're appreciated. I started telling my little one these words, and I'm closing after this, and I'm giving it back to Little Diva because I'm done for the night. I started telling her these words. There's nothing you can do to make me love you more, and there's nothing you could do to make me love you less. You are wonderful, you are beautiful, and you are smart. And we repeat those words. Let's pour into our children. I'm done.
Now, why you say you done for the night?
Because it's late and I got to get up in the morning. I got school.
Anyway, let me say this last thing, then I'll give it back to Country Boy. And he can end it. Let me just say this. We mentioned a few things. So what you just said made me think about something I heard on the radio, I believe, this morning, or on TV. But this, there's a special ed teacher. So there's this counselor that said her client's child clapped back at her teacher and didn't even know she was clapping back at her. So her mom tells her every day, "You are so smart. You are so pretty. You are so wonderful." She tells that every day. So this teacher is a special ed teacher, but she treated the baby bad all the time. Said little smart things to her, little, because she would come back and tell the mama not knowing she's telling on the teacher. But she would which I ain't figured out why the mama ain't been, but that's just a whole nother story. But anyway, because I've been like, what? But so one day the lady said again something mean to her, and the little girl looked at her and said, "What's the matter? Because you're so smart and you're so pretty and you're so wonderful." And the lady couldn't do nothing but they said the whole room just was quiet. That baby clapped back and was able to give something to that lady that she didn't know she was giving because of what her mama instilled in her. Yes. You said that, it made me think about that story from this morning. And I know one of the phrases was, "You are so smart." The other two I just kind of made up, but it was something like that. To where when she talked to the little girl like she was nothing, that little girl said, "What's the matter? You are so smart. You are so pretty and you're so wonderful." Isn't that crazy?
Yep.
I thought it was such an amazing little story. And the counselor was saying, and she went spiritual, said, just like that's what God meant, is for us to learn so many things from the little kid.
Yes.
She never expected that. I've been trying it on some of these damn supervisors and directors and stuff. When they acting what's the matter? You are smart. You are pretty. Because, then with these power trips, you're smarter than what you think you are. Or you don't have to be mean to people to show them that you're smart. You don't have to make people feel small to be big. Let me shut up. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all. I did want to say something because it is late. Now, I want to say something too. I believe Country Boy the one moved our show down to 8, and then he now be talking about it's late. So we might need to move to 7:30. We did move to 7:30. What happened to that?
It's 10 o'clock.
No. I'm saying I forgot we moved the show from 8. Remember what time? We said we're going to move the show to 7:30. We forgot. We were right on back to 8.
Yeah, okay, 10 o'clock. Cut the book. Yeah,
that's not what I'm talking about, dude.
What? You talking?
Should we be going back to 7:30?
Sure.
Yeah, but I guess I'm laughing because after we said it, we did it 2 or 3 times. Then I'm about to 8. Anyway, let's let Touch the Boy go to bed. All right, because I know his baby probably gonna call before we go to bed. Well, no, not now, huh? Too late.
Too late.
Yeah.
Got me in school in there.
Before we get off though, I do want to say it. I love the Hot Topics days. It's hard because we're only here every other week, so it's kind of hard for me to have stuff going. So I think most of the time our Mondays will be just hot topics, things that we hear about, and we'll just run through some hot topics. So if y'all ever want to join in, or if you have a hot topic you want to talk about and hear us rattle on about, let's know. We would love it because that's pretty much what we're gonna be doing on Monday. And we're here every other Monday, so we won't be here next Monday, but the Monday after next. But please stay tuned to what? To next Tuesday for my Super Tuesday talk. I had something that I was going to say about Country Boy and I lost it. So Country Boy, tell what you're doing before you get off while I find this date.
What am I doing?
You don't have anything happening this week?
I have a show coming up Wednesday. I have a guest coming up. The flyer will go out. I'll put the flyer out tonight. I have a guest coming up on Wednesday. I do have a show on Wednesday. Porch Talk will be live. Will be on the Block 105 on Thursday. Miss Jamie Carr will be the guest on the porch. So y'all tune in to the Block 105. I'll be back live on Sunday. On Saturday, I have an event coming up. I may send y'all some pictures. It's a gala. I'm going to be there. Yeah, I know, right?
You know about the gala? You didn't tell me about the gala?
I knew about it, but I knew it was in August, but I didn't realize we was in August until today. And yeah.
Yes, we definitely need him to go to bed when he don't know what day it is. What month are we in?
I did not realize we was in August. I was like, oh, it's in August.
It is Trina's birthday month, so it is August.
Yep. So yeah, I have an event coming up Saturday, and then I'll be back on 953 Jams on Sunday. So Country Boy, the rest of the week, I'm giving y'all. No, I'm not. I'm giving y'all. What's the day? I'm giving y'all tomorrow off. Y'all ain't got to worry about me tomorrow. But for the rest of the week, I'm blowing you up. So I'll be back. Y'all be listening or looking at me Wednesday, Thursday, not Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday.
Wow. So what kind of event is it Saturday, the gala?
It's for the Houston Red Storm. It's their.
Okay. You did tell me that. Okay.
Yeah, it's their.
You didn't invite me to be your +1, but yeah, you did tell me about it.
Yeah, I didn't even realize. I'm telling you, I really didn't realize. I was
find out if you get a +1.
Okay.
You know, I'm trying to find somewhere to go dress up. I thought he dressed it. Okay. Country Boy, we're gonna be looking for you this weekend. I'm hoping I'm gonna be a +1 Saturday, so let me know. But anyway, my show this Wednesday, Chat with Trina is back. I was supposed to start last week, but I had the nephews and it just didn't work out for me to be on the show. But Wednesday, I have Dr. James C. Joseph. Country Boy and I have had him on our show, but he's coming on this week. He has written a new book called How to Be a Player in the Game, Black Men on the Field of Life. A blueprint for Black men through faith, pressure, and purpose. I'm very interested. He's going to have to give me a copy of his book. But he is a community servant, an author, consultant, and now he has his own podcast. So I'm excited to talk to him. It'll be Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. I get off at 6, so I can't get home early, so I had to move my show to 7:30. So we'll see y'all Wednesday at 7:30 with Mr. James C. Joseph. If you see the flyer out there on Facebook, please like it, share it, tell people, and watch the show. If you can't watch live, we understand. Please watch it in the replay, either on YouTube, youtube.com/chatwithtrina, or I will be posting some clips from it. So make sure y'all like it, share it. James is really a cool dude, and he loves Fifth Ward and does a lot for that area.
That's right. And we're on the board together.
Oh, that's right. You did tell me that. Yeah, he's a
We're board members.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's all I have for me, except that this is my birthday month, and Country Boy, we got to get together about when the executive producer is gonna interview me. Huh?
Sounds good to me.
So y'all, this is favorite trees, favorite people month. Saw some cool people, and they happen to be all male this year. They just happened that way. Didn't find a woman to fit in there. But thank y'all for the early birthday wishes. I'm gonna hand it over to Country Boy to hang us up.
Well, I'll hang it up just like this. Look here. Thank y'all so very much. We greatly appreciate you tuning in, stopping by, hanging out for a minute, hanging out for the whole show. Thank you so very much. If there's something, a topic, or something that y'all once more again, like my co-host said, that y'all want to hear about, y'all want to talk about, man, send it in. Shoot us a message, shoot us a text, shoot us a call, whatever. Drop a MD, a DM, or MBA or NDA, whatever. Just drop us something. You know what? We'll be more than happy to talk about it. Be sure and follow my co-host on YouTube. Be sure and follow her on her Facebook page. As she comes up, she does the political stuff. I just do the stuff, okay? Except for when my boy, I got a call in from my boy. He on the phone right now. He right here.
Leave him right there.
But as soon as I get off, I'll be right there, Greg. I'm coming. But yeah, if there is something that y'all want to hear or want to talk about, let us know. Follow her on YouTube. Follow her on Facebook. She's got some wonderful, amazing guests coming up. She's got her favorite people of the month. I'm not one, so it's okay.
His baby is the one this year.
So, but
be interviewing me.
Make sure y'all follow Country Boy. Tell me if there's something that I can do to make whatever you are doing better. Let me know. Or if that's something you feel I could do better, let me know. Not that I'm gonna listen.
Don't let me know if it's something I can do better. No.
I ain't listening, but I hear you, but I ain't listening.
My worthless 2 cents and your approval is not
needed. Your approval is not needed at all.
I love it.
Other than that, man, thank y'all. Thank you for allowing us into your homes, into your tablets, into your phones, into your work, wherever you may be. Understand this. Country Boy always says this, know this. 3 things that I know with all my heart that are important and that you have. That's vision. God has given you that. A vision. Purpose. God has given you that purpose. And instructions. God has given you the instructions. All you have to do is follow. Everybody's not going to support your vision. Everybody's not going to see your vision. That's okay. The ones who are supposed to see it will see it. Everybody's not going to support you walking in your purpose. That's okay. The ones that are supposed to walk with you will. So let them walk. The ones that are supposed to walk away, let them walk as well. Don't you stop, don't you quit, don't you give up, and don't you give in. And lastly but not leastly, the famous words from the Louisiana Country Boy. Y'all make sure y'all check me out the rest of the week, man. I'm finna be blowing this thing. I'm gonna just say this. Y'all make sure y'all check out the porch. Y'all come on to the porch. Country Boy I'm trying to get my skills on. If y'all got some music you want to hear, you got some people out there that's doing some music that don't nobody want to play nowhere, hit the Country Boy up, drop me some music. I will. I got 2 shows. I'm going, man, Southern Soul, Zydeco, old school, hey, especially some gospel. If y'all are out there, artists, hit me up. I'm trying to do for others what I wish would have been done for me. Amen. That is helping. I'm trying to support other folks. The support I don't get, I still try to give. All right, lastly but not least, in Country Boy fashion. Oh, when you woke up this morning and you open your eyes, you clean out your ears and you tried to hear. But the words of the Country Boy were just not clear. And if you were out there today looking up, looking down, listening over here, and listening all around, but you still didn't hear these words. Well, here it is, late in the midnight hour, 10:07 p.m. Houston time. on behalf of myself, your favorite country boy all the way from Exit 81, and my co-host, the Little Diva. When I say these words, know that I mean it from the bottom of my heart. We love you. We love you. We love you. And we love you unconditionally. And there
Thank
ain't
you, Myra.
absolutely
You.
positively nothing that you can do about it. So until next Monday for us, until Wednesday for her, until Wednesday for me.
Thank you, AD, Mia, and
And we out of here. While she over there talking, I'm finna
I
be
was
out.
just saying thank you to those people, right, please.
Thank you, peoples. We love you. Thank you. And we gone. Boom, boom. I'm out. I'm out.